In Britain, we rule ourselves. But in the past, other countries wanted to rule Britain, and people had to fight to stop them. People like me. I was the warrior Queen Boudicca, Queen of the Iceni, and I fought when the Romans came to rule. There are no pictures of me, so no one knows exactly what I look like. But it is said that I had long red hair that hung below my waist. It was the year 60. I was married to Prasutagus, the king of the Iceni in eastern England. Back then, parts of Britain were ruled by the Roman Empire. My dear husband trusted the Romans and promised to leave half his land to them and half to me. But when he died, the Romans came to our village and they took everything. They were very cruel to me and to my two daughters. They abused my daughters and beat them, and they even had me flogged. So I decided to fight them to take back my land, my rights. I raised an army from my own people, the Iceni, but also from our neighbours in East Anglia, the Trinovantes. The Roman army was fighting in North Wales at the time, too far away to save the Roman towns that my army attacked. My army destroyed the towns of St Albans, Colchester and London and killed thousands of Roman citizens. My soldiers painted themselves blue to make themselves look more frightening. But when the Roman army returned, it tricked us into a narrow valley where my army was trapped and beaten. The Romans had much better training, much better weapons than us. This was called the Battle of Watling Street, and afterwards Rome ruled most of Britain for a further 350 years. There are rumours and stories. Nobody knows exactly for sure how I died. Some say I died at Watling Street. Others that I escaped to the fens and lived out my life there. And yet more spread rumours that I was buried somewhere in Epping Forest. But archaeologists, scientists who dig up buried objects from the past, have found things that helped us to understand my story, like the burned soil in Colchester where they destroyed the city, like the burned soil where they destroyed one of the Roman temples too. Outside the Houses of Parliament in London, there is a statue that's supposed to be of me. It isn't quite exactly like my chariots and knives would have been, but it does show a representation of me and my daughters. It reminds us that I was brave and fierce and refused to be dominated and cheated and ruled by another country.